There's one little example. We can contest that. And like I say, I'm not a Bible thumper, but as I read Revelations, it's awfully eerie, and you say self-fulfilling prophecy. There are several other things that I could point out there that are eerily similar to the situation that's oncoming. Well, you want to bring a comment?
Yeah, I want to bring a comment in. More of that. That you sound just like people have been speaking since
the Middle Ages. People walked around the end of the world.
Further back than that, and if you look at prophecies, it's an average of every 4 years a prophecy of the end of the world drawn from the Bible, finding parallels that they say definitively this is the end of the world. Look at what it says here. We have the proof, and because of that, we've had death. We've had people, loss of money because of people sacrificing their lives, people killing themselves over and over again every 4 years since the time of Jesus. Has anyone been right yet?
Well, no. I understand
and the
that
parallels they found was as convincing as the ones you're saying you found.
I understand that being texts, say in Revelations, where eventually a situation is going to happen where you can put that Lego piece where it fits. I'm talking names, nations, Temple of the Mount, the man who rebuilds the temple.
And they thought it was, before they thought there was a rebuilding of the temple.
This thing is in transition right now.
It's been done over and over. This has been repeated in history where they thought, this is it, the end of the world. You know, the Israel's going to be taken back by the Jewish people. They're going to get the temple on the mound. That's it, the end of the world. It hasn't happened.
Around? Okay.
I guess we're going to get into our conclusions now.
I'd like to finalize that with the text of the Bible, no bearing. The text of the Bible having no bearing.
Listen, I could go home tonight and write down a bunch of things that are going to happen 50 years from now, and if something happens, whoopee-doo. I mean, it doesn't mean that I was some sort of clairvoyant.
Agreed. I think and not to put you in a position, but I'm looking for a yes or no. Does this dismiss the credibility of any prophetic things that people?
The Bible has absolutely no credibility, as far as I'm concerned, and for predicting future events.
All right.
Zero.
We'll take one more comment on this, then we'll close it up with a final subject, which will go around the table.
The temple is already built. It's in warehouses in Israel, and they're just waiting for the day they're going to put it up. They made every stick of furniture. It's already been all mapped out and everything. The Israelis are just going to get rid of the rest of the Arabs in Jerusalem, where all the crux of the matter, the problem is.
Why are the Israelis going to do that? Because it says so in their book.
Psychologically psycho.
It says it in their book.
Take a quick while we're working on final seconds.
Okay, I was just going to say that the temple has already been rebuilt by Herod and then destroyed again by the Romans. So the prophecy has already been fulfilled once. And so you can fulfill it, well, I guess technically twice. So you're going to fulfill it a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time. That doesn't necessarily mean that anything after what the prophecy says is ever going to be true, because so far it hasn't.
Well, basically, you have prefabrications, okay, and it's all done. Every stick of furniture is all ready to go. They just haven't gotten to the point where they can introduce this into sight. We're going to see it very shortly. But basically, I just want to point out one thing fast here. On January 1st, 2001, at 12:01 a.m., the third millennium started, because it started off at 1 AD. The third 1,000 years ensued. It also became the 21st century. It used to be in the 20th century. All these things all have to do with tree. But there's one tree that we don't have in life, and that is World War III. And we're going to have it very shortly, because that's how everything all breaks down. Everything breaks down to trees, whether you want to admit it or not. This is the basic situation of how everything works in life.
Okay. That's an end times argument that I completely disagree with.
And also, I'd historically argue that we'd also have about 5 World Wars by now.
Exactly.
Okay. Any final comment on that subject?
Well, just because it's not called a World War doesn't mean it wasn't. Correct? My last thing I'd like to say would be, for those of you out there who've listened to us discuss this, take it upon yourself. If you're a believer in a given religion, open up that book you have, whether it's the Bible or the Quran or whatever, and read it. You will soon see that it's full of nonsense.
We're on short time here. I think I'm going to do a couple pass around yes or no questions, not to put people in that position. Paul, reincarnation, yes or no?
Just yes or no?
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, Charles?
Yes.
Yes.
I wish, but no.
No.
Seriously?
You're on the fence.
Yes or no? It's a defining question for either of us.
It's such a ridiculous question. To even answer such a thing implies it has validity.
Okay, well, that's your answer on that. We'll move on to another one. And we'll let you guys start this one off. You die, what happens?
I have no idea. Probably just turn to dust.
Yeah, I mean, what else do we say? I mean, there's no evidence to suggest there is life after death. So when I die, I am dead, but I will live on in the minds and the hearts of the people that I've touched.
You're gonna live on in my mind. That's for sure. After that. Okay.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna die before you, buddy.
20.
Well, like,
It's a yes or no question.
yeah, I'd say no, but
10
the
seconds.
good thing is I don't have to go to work the next day.
I agree with that. Okay.
When I die, I become the whole universe, and only one small part of it at the same exact time.
Well, what happens when you die? Transition of energy or out like a light?
No, there's definitely energy going somewhere.
5. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. This conversation was all over the place, and that reflects a good view of the world. Nobody can seem to agree. The conversation everywhere. Everybody's got their points. This has been freedom of speech, all covered under the First Amendment, religion and all. We the people of Rhode Island. Check them out at wethepeopleofri.org. Give your comments. Thanks very much.
Thank you.